Hi there, vinyl community. If everything goes well, there was a little bit of footage before I started talking. Some thrift store footage. If things didn't go well, you just see me babbling. I do hope I managed to put a little thing together. I'm very, very bad at editing, so hopefully it works. If you for those who are interested, this is what thrift stores look like in Holland. Lots of trashy, bad records, and then there's one record that I pulled out, which was, as you could see in the video, a Dr. Hook record, 50 cents, in great condition, but I didn't take it with me. Why? Because I was looking at it, and I was like, I don't like Dr. Hook. I don't care for Dr. Hook, so... And even 50 cents, it's not going to be part of my collection. But I got a lot of records here. Starting off with the new Paradiso Vinyl Club release. I think I didn't show this in my last video. If I did, sorry. But this is the new release. This is their 29th release. It's called, the band is called Yin Yin. And this is what the titles are: 1 Inch Punch and The Great Chamber of Hinasho Otome. These guys are, they're Dutch. I guess so far all of the acts on this label, the Paradiso Vinyl Club, are Dutch. And this time, really interesting group. What they do is they create a world music blend of Thai music, funk, jazz, psychedelic rock. It's a really good mixture. There's an American band, I think it's called Gruan Bing or something like that. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, someone will probably end up correcting me, but they also do this sort of mix of funk, rock, and Thai music. And this is a Dutch group that does actually the same thing. But they're Dutch. This is what the 7-inch looks like. This is the custom side, and this is the label side. Good release. Really enjoyed this. And the last new record I have, it's new. It came out last week, I guess. Received this in the mail. I had it on pre-order. It's the new Tongue album. That's how you pronounce it, T-U-N-N-G. And it's called This Is Tongue, Magpie Bites and Other Cuts. That's the title. I love the artwork. It's a double album in a single sleeve. Hope this focuses. Doesn't. It says first edition right there. This is the first edition. Limited clear vinyl edition. Comes with an insert, information on all the tracks. What this is basically is a compilation of rare tracks, B-sides, stuff like that. Tracks that have been released previously on limited 7 inches or as bonus tracks for special limited edition releases of their albums. And I didn't have any of these tracks, so I was really for sure buying this. I love Tongue. For those who don't know what Tongue is a UK band that mixes folk, indie rock, and electronics, leaning more towards the electronic sounds, glitchy electronic stuff with folk music. It works really well. It all sounds kind of the same, I have to say, but I really, really dig Tongue. Now the rest is all thrift finds. I've managed to actually go to various thrift stores. My local thrift store has been good to me, really, really good. I also picked up a whole stack at a thrift store earlier this week, And then the last batch is from the thrift store here again. So the local thrift store has been good to me. I've been able to visit that during my holidays a couple of times, and I went to 2 other thrift stores um, in close by, actually. Half an hour either way. So yeah, some really, really good stuff here. Starting off with this one. This is Dakota Staten, The Late Late Show. Originally came out in 1957. This is a probably 1970s reissue. Doesn't say anywhere. It's on the purple Capitol label. This is a Dutch pressing. I don't know if you can see it. It says reissued by EMI Records Holland. It's okay. Not something I will keep. It's more standard vocal jazz. It's well done, well played. I love the artwork, I love the cover, but the music is not really my cup of tea. I enjoyed this a lot better. This is Maxine Nightingale, 1978. Comes in the original inner sleeve. It's on United. Maxine Nightingale is a British R&B singer, and this is a mix of R&B, soul, and disco, and it works really well. The album is called Love Lines, and to be quite honest, none of these songs was recognizable to me. But yeah, Maxine Nightingale, staying in the collection, as is this. This is Sounds from Philadelphia. It's a compilation on AFCO, most definitely cashing in on the whole Sounds of Philadelphia record label. Probably AFCO were like, hey, we got bands from Philly, let's do a compilation, call it Sounds from Philadelphia. Excuse me. And they managed to put together a compilation with some really rare tracks. This is not highly collectible, by the way, but come on. You get well-known acts like the Stylistics and Little Anthony and the Imperials and the Chamber Brothers, but then you got a whole lot of acts I did not know, like Maxine Brown, Donnie Albert, L.J. Reynolds and Chocolate Syrup, Limmy and Family Cooking, Della Reese, Marion Black, and the Kimiko Band. They do a cover of the theme from Shaft, and that's the only funky track on here. The rest is really smooth, like the Stylistics, kind of. But I really dig the cover with all the neon type lettering, and it's a good album. Now, don't trust Discogs. Why? Because Discogs, if they if they put on their listing of a certain record what type of music it is, it's not always correct. Case in point, this is July Mateo. Album is called Rasputin. July Mateo is a South American artist. I don't know precisely which country he's from. The pressing is from the Dominican Republic. So that's pretty cool. It's on CBS. What gets written on Discogs is that it's funk, soul, Latin. Skip the funk, skip the soul. It's just pure Latin music. And not really what I dig. It's well played. It sounds good if you enjoy Latin music. I just don't. It was a gamble. 1983 is where this came from. This artist I never heard of, but the cover, had to buy it. This is Donnie Gerard, self-titled, I believe his debut album from 1976. And I love the label this is on. Just Greedy Records. Just look at that label. Wow. What this is it's soul, funky disco stuff. It's the kind of stuff that I dig. He does tracks by Van McCoy. He does The Long and Winding Road by John Lennon and Paul McCartney, and he does You Must Believe Me by Curtis Mayfield. Good. Also picked up Imagination, In the Heat of the Night. Gatefold. Imagination are a UK pop, R&B, soul, disco group. On here you have Music and Lights and Just an Illusion, and I like it. It's really good. It's got that boogie type sound, but it's not really boogie. It's more pop. But this is really good. 1982, I believe. Yeah. So that's Imagination. I'm repeating myself every time I buy a 12-inch single. I always say I never buy 12-inch singles. I don't like them. Why? Because they take up so much space. But I do buy them. This is Climax with Sexy. Why did I buy it? It's on Solar, and I love Solar. And this is really, really good. Electro, funk, disco, boogie. Came out in 1986. All girls band. Another band I need to check out. Climax. It's got the extended version, it's got a radio edit, and it's got a track called Fab Attack. So, had to pick that up. Some pop goodness. I don't know if it's goodness. Haven't listened to these ladies in a very, very long time. Last time I listened to them was probably 1986 when this album came out. And I didn't listen to the album, I listened to them on the radio. This is a Dutch group called Mai Tai, and this is called One Touch Too Much. Mai Tai, they're Dutch, and what I remember is that they do a little bit of an R&B pop thing. It's got inner sleeve with lyrics. It's on a really cool Dutch label called Injection Records, or actually the Injection Disco Dance label. And yeah, I need to listen to it. But at the moment, I'm really curious what it sounds like. Don't remember it. I need to revisit that group. Now, everyone who thinks I am showing some really cool stuff, and you can't really stand the 80s pop. Look away, look that way, or just close your eyes. I picked up Debbie Gibson. Yeah, this is Out of the Blue. I think this is her debut album. Sorry, I just had to have it. It's got a really trashy inner sleeve. It's on Atlantic. It's Debbie freaking Gibson. Out of the Blue. Only in My Dreams, Foolish Beat. It's a pop classic, come on. Can't go wrong with that. This is Billy Preston and Cyrita. Self-titled album, I believe. French pressing on Motown. Don't know much to say about this. Haven't listened to this one yet. 1981. It's Billy Preston, and it's Cyrita. I love Sarita's voice, and I really love Billy Preston. Can't go wrong. I have a compilation album by them, and there's probably tracks from this album on there. Not even halfway through. I'm gonna finish this. It's gonna be a long one. Sorry. I picked up a couple of Randy Crawford albums. This is her debut album, Everything Must Change. This came out originally in 1976 on Warner Brothers, and it has the insert. And it's something I haven't listened to yet. Most of these I picked up earlier this week and today, so I haven't been able to listen to it. I'm on holidays. My wife's here, my kid's here. Can't just play records all day. But yeah, this is her debut album. I had to pick that up. I also picked up this one. This is Secret Combination from 1981. Original inner sleeve, again, Warner Brothers. Nothing to see there. These are all in really, really good condition. This one features Rainy Night in Georgia. And You Might Need Somebody. That's a good one. Then we have Windsong. Again, Warner Brothers. And don't really know much about this one. This is 1982. And then the last one I have is this one. 1983. And this one is called Nightline. And again, Warner Brothers. So a lot of Randy Crawford to check out. Now, the beginning footage, if everything worked out, you saw me pull out Dr. Hook, put that away. From that thrift store, they had lots of records. Only picked out one. And I just had to have it. This is this one record. This is John Entwistle with Too Late the Hero. John Entwistle of The Who. Bass player of The Who. And this is a version with Inner. It's on WEA Records. But the cool thing is, it's a Yugoslavian release. And it's got sharks. The ratings online aren't that good. People don't really care much for this record, but it's John Entwistle. I need to hear it. Now the rest I picked up today. I went to a thrift store, the local thrift store, and they had just rolled in a cart of new records. And a woman was there with a pile this big. What I gathered was she mostly pulled out every bit of 80s pop. So at least that's what she was pulling out while I was standing there. But she had this big of a pile. I have this big of a pile, so I'm not jealous. I was just curious what she had. I wasn't able to check. But I got some really cool stuff actually. This is the Four Tops with One More Mountain. This was when they were not on Motown anymore. Instead, they moved to Casablanca. This is from 1982. And it could be interesting. It could be good. It could be really, really bad. We'll see. We'll see. Also picked up this one. This is a compilation, I believe. Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Dancing in the Street. It's got a original Music for Pleasure inner sleeve, which is cool. But it's on a sub-label from Music for Pleasure. That sounds superb. Really weird label. They did a lot of soul and funk. Lots of Motown stuff like this and other compilations, and then they did easy listening cheese. It's a weird label, but always on the lookout for that label, and if they have stuff on it from Motown or anything else, I'll pick it up. I had to pick this up. This is Ella and Louis again, Volume 1. Came out in 1957. There's this little insert which Talks about original Verve Masters, and then there's a sleeve. And it is on Verve, and it was just volume 1. So I don't have the complete set. I think the complete set lasted about an hour and a half. This is not the complete set, but it's got 9 tracks on here. So I'm good with that. It's got Ella Fitzgerald, Louis Armstrong, Oscar Peterson, Ray Brown, Louis Bellson, and Herb Ellis. This was a cool find. Anthology by Diana Ross and the Supremes. I don't know much about compilations from Diana Ross and the Supremes. There are a dozen. There are maybe more than a dozen. But this is a triple LP. How do I put this? It's a really terrible record to show. It's got that Motown label. I believe this is the US pressing. Could be wrong. But the cool thing is, I've never seen these, but this is a booklet that came with it. So, pictures, information, more pictures and more information, and this is just wonderful. It's just really, really cool to have this included in the album. So it was a complete set. I believe I have one of this series by Stevie Wonder. There's a whole lot with this thing and then the name of the act in it. Really cool. Really happy with this one. More Motown goodness. There's a lot of Motown going around. This is on Tamla, US pressing. Can't get it in 1978. This is Thelma Houston. Ready to Roll. Thelma Houston. This is her doing disco, I guess. She's wearing roller skates. Could be cheesy. Could be really, really good. I don't know. We'll see. Who are on here? Ray Parker Jr. is on here. Wawa Watson is on here. Yeah. Could be good. Could be good. Not a huge fan of Percy Sledge, but if there's an album from Percy Sledge from 1974 and it's got booty on it, I'll check it out. Yeah, it's got booty on it. Percy Sledge. If a man loves a woman, or when a man loves a woman. This one is I'll Be Your Everything. No idea. It's on Capricorn. Came out in 1974. I don't know. I hope it's got that funky thing going on, but I doubt it. It's engineered in Muscle Shoals, so maybe it's got the whole Muscle Shoals gang working on it. So that should be interesting. I'm gonna take a listen. Last record I got is probably for a lot of nuns, funk, soul, and jazz and disco lovers the highlight of this update, but you probably didn't get this far because including the opening thing, it's about 30 minutes now, I guess. But hey, I picked up a Lou Reed record. Okay, it's not his best. I have his best. I've got Transformer and I got Brilliant. That's basically all I need. But I never heard Street Hassle, and I wanted to check it out. And the price was okay. I can probably sell it for more. It's on Arista. And 1970, let me pull it out again, 1978. Lou Reed. Street Hassle. And you got cigarette. So that's it. That's my update. A lot of records. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm starting work again on next Monday, and from then on it's just going to be probably a thrift store a week if everything works out. We'll see. Yeah, lots of records, too many. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye bye.